Hello everybody. How's everyone doing this evening? It's me, Angie, coming on to do some more book page pockets and journal cards. We left off yesterday with completing these two cutie patooties here. Just your standard front flap journal pocket space, and I just did a zigzag stitch of it, kept the decorations pretty minimal. You know, as us, our journals can get pretty chunky, so we try to keep things flat as we can when we can. Sometimes it's unavoidable. And then we did this one, which is, and I was just showing you some of the favorite styles that I like to use. And this is just a tag with a secret tuck inside there. So I still need to put a goodie in there, in both of those actually. Okay, so let's get going. I have pre-cut a couple of my elements for this next video just to save a little time, because it seems like, as far as my thought process and time goes, it seems to get away with me and we don't have that much time to decorate. So I thought if I pre-cut some elements a little bit, maybe that might help for us to have more fun time together to decorate some pieces. So with that being said, we'll just take the first one that I have on top, and it's my 3-pocket stacked pocket piece, and it's just where I've doubled up 2 pieces of paper on each one, and I've just stacked, I think it was about 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches, and I just put them all together and just did a rough tear for the little entry piece to put your goodies. And that still, you can't really see it right now, we need to ink it up, but I just did a straight stitch all the way around. Okay, so I just did the background pieces. I really didn't think too much about how, other than that, we're going to decorate it. I just did my basic elements on that. So I thought I'd continue working with some of the scraps that I had left over from this digi. And see that pretty bird? Isn't that lovely? Oh my goodness. So I just cut that down. I thought we would fit that right in there. And I do want my stitching to show, so I did try my best to kind of cut it around the stitching. So I thought I would put that one there. And then I think I had decided kind of break up the birds. So I would put this kind of pale pink one in next. Let's see if I can, it's kind of a little tight squeeze. I want it to be right up next to the stitching as much as I can. And I didn't think about this too well, because I just did a rough tear on that, and I could do just a rough tear on these collage pieces that we're lining it with, but I probably wouldn't get it just the way I was, so I'm just going to butt it right up to the edge as much as I can, and I thought that would be good enough. So then on the next pocket, we're going to do, let's turn it around this way. I think it's more that pink flower, and we'll just tuck this one in there as close as we can and bring it up, and we put that there. Then we got a little bit of pretty bird, a little bit of a pale, and then a little bit of the pink, and then we'll end off with another little bird image. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's get that glued down. So how is everyone doing this evening? Here in Colorado, it is, what, 7:45? I've had kind of a busy day doing this and that and what have you, and had some family company and dinner and just, you know, the usual day-to-day stuff. So I'm just now kind of getting in my craft room to spend some time with you guys. So I was looking forward to doing some more of these tags. I love doing tags and journal cards and ephemera and stuff like that. When I left you guys yesterday, I just love the femininity of these papers. Isn't that pretty? I just left and I was thinking, you know, I've been wanting to do like a, I don't know what you want to call, shabby chic, Victorian, just a real feminine style journal for a really long time. And like I said, I really don't have a lot of pieces to work with on that aspect. I have a lot of Tim Holtz and that type of stuff. But I've just really been wanting to do a nice feminine junk journal. And this has just really got me in the mood. So I think once we get done with these tag series here, I'm going to take you guys along with me if you're interested on starting that journal and putting these elements in that journal. I'm just really excited for that. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Like I said, I don't have a lot of product, but I'm going to try my best. I've been digging through some papers and, you know, just seeing what I have, and I probably won't have enough, but I'm going to make it work. So I'm thinking either a 2 or 3 signature journal. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. So, okay, enough rambling. Now, since we've got a lot of pink, I was thinking we will edge those, distress those edges with some vintage photo. And see how that looks. On some of them, I'll probably use, you know, like a pink, you know, the pink, what was it, what color was that? Victorian velvet. But I just don't want it to be overloaded with pink. I do want to have some balance. So I thought I'd do a little bit of each and, you know, adjust as needed. If I think I'm doing too much pink, then I can back off, or if I think that there's too much of the vintage photo going on, then I can adjust accordingly there also. Okay, so now we got to get our edges inked up because we can't see those pockets. So let me just see if I have, and I don't. So I'm just going to take off a piece of book page here. Fold that over and see if that fits. And it does, but because that's actually how I made this. I used this exact book and I just folded it right in half. But because of the stitching, now I don't have, it's a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to cut away just a small portion, just so I can stick inside the pocket and ink up those edges a little bit. And do this kind of thing right there. Ta-da! Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Oh, wow. I love it. Okay. And it's funny when you're doing these journals, it's just anything goes with the brown, doesn't it? Doesn't it just complement the vintage photo? Complements any color, whether you use pink, whether you use blue, whether you, even if you do a black and brown combo, it just, I don't know, just the colors just seem to go so well. Maybe I'm just that fond of my crafting and my journal making and doing this stuff where I just find no wrong. But yeah, isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay, so let's see what I have here. I have these elements that we left off with yesterday, and then I've dug out some really pretty washi tapes that maybe I could use up. And let's see what we've got. And this I was going to use, and I cut it down. I was like, you know what? That will make a perfect journaling spot. It's got the lines on there. All I got to do is line it with something, and that would be perfect for a journaling spot in one of these pockets. So I put that aside to use for that. And really, this paper is so gorgeous. It doesn't need much. I know I say that a lot with some of the, but you guys do such quality work with your digis. I'll tell you, it's just phenomenal. I get blown away sometimes. So I think all we need is maybe a label or a word on each one, or a little something, and that's it. And I had some of the flowers that I used on here, and I don't know what I did with them, because I do want this to go in a shabby chic journal, so I want to probably keep everything really feminine and girly and cute and soft and pretty, that kind of thing. Since I've decided I want to use these inside that journal. So I don't know what I did with those little flowers. Oh, here they are. Because I thought we would at least use one on here. And I tore that one. I might be able to salvage it at the end, but I'll save that for the end. Thought maybe that would look really nice, just right up at the top. And it does have a little sticky piece of foam tape on that. But you know how these stickers are that you buy. There's never really good adhesive, so I just want to back that up with just a little bit more glue. And I think I want to just put that right there. How pretty. Okay, and then maybe find just a label or something, and really I think that would be enough. Here's one here. Let me cut this down and see how that will work. You know, you just never know unless you have it ready to put down. If you try to do it without having cut, and sometimes distressed, it just doesn't look right. I think since that background's a little bit pale, I think that looks okay, and we can actually use a little of the velvet, Victorian velvet on that since it's already red. You can just bring out those red edges with a little of this. And we'll get that down and see what else we need. Yeah, I think just right like that. Okay, and then maybe, let me look. I pulled out these. It's kind of a pink, but it's kind of almost a light lavender, but we might be able to get away with it. I'm thinking let's try a couple of these. Where's my blade? And I'm thinking maybe, I like to go in odd numbers, but let's see. Let's see how 3 will look. I'm thinking 3 right along there. And then I'm thinking 1. I don't know, maybe just right there just to offset that. Let me look at it here. That might actually get in the way once we put our tag in. So let me think twice about that. Let's see if I can get that up. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it looks nice there, but because we have to get a tag in there, a little ephemera piece, it might interfere. It's okay here because that's on the top, and it's okay here because we could put a smaller tag. Yeah, so I think we'll just leave it as is. I could have put a little piece of cheesecloth back there. Wonder, maybe, let me see, maybe a piece of lace. I don't know. No, I think we'll leave it as is for now. We can always adjust later if necessary. Once it comes time to filling these pockets up and getting them in the page that I want them in the journal, we can always make adjustments as needed. Okay, so we're going to call that one as being done. And let me get some of this out of the way. That stays down. Okay. And the next one I have is, now I've got my pieces all jumbled. Let me see. I think it's this one right here. Let me move my glue book. Okay. So the next one is a one book page that's this way. Okay, that's portrait. I turned it landscape. You turn it into thirds, and then once you have it in a thirds, you fold over your top pieces at a half angle, you know, like a triangle angle to meet the middle, and then I just fold it to the inside, and then I just stitched all the way around it before I glued, and then I just overlaid it with another piece of paper for my outer pocket, and as you can see, I just glued it down in the back, and then I just stitched all the way around, and I did a dual stitch. I did a zigzag stitch as well as a straight stitch, and a little bit of a thumb pull there. Okay, so let's see. I have this piece cut out for there, and I did this last night, so I don't even remember completely. Okay, this one I think I was gonna tuck inside. Yeah, okay. And then this one I cut for here. And isn't this paper just pretty? It's just so soft and pastel looking. So feminine, so pretty. And this is where I got to cutting on this piece, and I thought, you know what, that will make a nice journal card. So I was almost cut into that, and I said, nope, I'm not gonna do it. So this one, I don't know if I want to do it this way and just show the little bit of a leaf sticking out. Excuse me, my allergies. My nose is starting to irritate me. I should have, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I should have taken an allergy pill a little bit earlier. Let me see if I want to turn this around. You can't really tell if the flowers are upside down. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, so let me just do one piece at a time. And the tricky thing is normally if I had done these pockets a long time ago. Normally I would decorate them before I closed them up, but because I had pre-closed them and made them, because a lot of times when I'm just bored and I'm kind of getting out of my groove, I will just sit and do these kind of things and kind of let my mind relax, so I can, it kind of helps me decide what I want to do, because I have so many projects going sometime at one time, and I get overload, I get brain overload. So this kind of helps me just clear my brain and think about what I want to do. Okay, good. Not too bad. Okay, and now this one, put some glue down. I'm sorry if you hear me sniffle. My allergies medicine seems to have worn off. Right when I start filming, of course, and I didn't think about it. My apologies. Okay. So then this one's next. That right there. Okay. Very nice. Okay, and then this one. Just get this right down on the front. And yes, I do get a little crazy with the glue stick sometimes, because it does dry clear, and I can just wipe the excess away with my fingertips or what have you, so it's not too big of a deal. So very good. Over. Okay, didn't stick it quite down. I should have came over this way just a little bit more, but we can ink that up and it'll be pretty well hidden, I think. So that's a good base. And because we're going to put a tag there and a tag there and a tag there, I wouldn't really worry about putting anything in these spots other than maybe a label or something. And we'll just decorate the front of this just a little bit. And I have this tag left over from one of the previous ones, and actually I have this that might be kind of cute, or maybe we could use that as a tag topper. That would be cute on one of the, or a tag pull, you know, that might be cute for a tag pull also. Let me see, got some little crochet pieces here. Fits. I like that. We're gonna go with that right there. Okay, bring my glue book back up. And I'm gonna ink that up just a bit with the Victorian Velvet. So to stand out a little bit better against that floral piece. Alright, let me move this out of the way. Okay, and then for the crochet trim, I'll use my glossy accents. I'll glue down there. Tool here and use it as a I think I need a little bit more glue though on this flap. Okay, I like that. Okay. And I feel like we need a little something there. I don't want to just put all the flowers on there, but it seems to kind of be my go-to at the moment. Let's see what else I've got here handy. Let me look at my ephemera book here, guys. 1 second. Like I said, I really don't have a whole lot of pinks and feminine stuff. That's where I struggle for decoration. Let's see what I got here. Do these berries look okay? What do you think about that? It's not too bad. Kind of like that. Got these little heart pieces. I don't think that really goes though. I think we need to start using some lace. That's what I'm thinking. I've got these cute little paper buttons, but they're all so large. I don't know. They're all just too large for one of these. That's got some red in it. That might look good there. Maybe tuck that in like that. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. And I want to ink that up a little bit, get away from those white edges. To be honest, my favorite style is just really feminine, girly pinks and purples and, you know, that kind of thing. But it's funny, I just don't have a lot of that. It's crazy. You would think that would be my #1 purchase when I buy something, or but I seem to over the years just have accumulated other stuff, and then when I'm gifted pieces, it's always I don't know, it seems to not be that. Okay, I like that. I think all we need now is to ink up that pocket edge, and again I'm going to bring in this piece of paper here, and this pocket is even smaller, so I'll cut away a bigger piece, tuck it in, and distress that top piece there. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and then go around the edges. And then bring this back in again into these pockets, edges, and do the same. And comb down that edge. There we go. And in doing so, I see that little flap is not glued, so I need to glue that down. Put a little piece of glue there. And we are, oops, I always want to grab the wrong lid here. Okay, that goes with that. I think that's cute. I feel like it needs something there, but I don't have anything small that would go there. What does this say? Where flowers bloom, so does hope. But that's purple. Yeah, I don't think that fits. Okay, let me look through my collage elements. Maybe there's something that we can cut out. I have a lot of papers here. Let me just browse through these real quick and see if there's anything that we can cut out and use. Let me move all these stickers out of the way. Put them under my desk. Okay, and I have a lot of papers here, just from random places and groups and what are we looking for? Let me see what might work. I've got some Tracy Fox, I've got scrapping booking with me, I've got junk journals from everyone. I've got a little bit, oh, that bird is cute. I wonder, doesn't really go, but we can make it go. That's really cute. Let me keep looking. You know what? I'm going to use this little bird. I think it's pretty. I think that yellow will really sit nicely on that pink. That's what I say. So let me face cut this bird out real quick. Him up just a bit, take away those white edges, and we're going to glue this little cutie down. I think it'll be just fine. And actually we'll just kind of offset him like he's looking off into the distance right there. Even though I cut off his legs, I think that'll be sufficient. And like I said, there's always fine tweaking when you get your journal done and you're finalizing your journal. There's always those little things that you see that you want to alter and adjust. So I think that's cute for right now. Okay guys, another one done. Let's see what we've got next. Move all this scrap paper. Okay, next I've got this double pocket or triple depending on how it's used. We've got a pocket here and a pocket here, and if we put it down straight like this, we've got another pocket there, and that's probably how I will use it. Or you can just glue it down to a corner like this and have a tuck spot this way. Just totally how you want to do it. And I purposely didn't put thumb notches in this one. I don't want them all to be the same. So let's see what I think I cut out these pieces. So yeah, on this one I think I wanted to put this here, and I wanted to stagger the color to have like a little bit of neutral brown or cream tones or soft beige, whatever you want to call this background here, there. And then I had this little piece, I just cut it out, and we'll slide this in there, I think was my thought. And then, oh no, I have it backwards. This one's the bigger one. So this goes there. Okay. And this, we don't need it to go all the way down to the bottom of the pocket. Yeah, okay. So this one goes here. Very nice. Okay, so let's do that. My glue stick again, my glue book. And we'll stick those down. And I have to hold it up so I could see for a second, guys. Okay, very good. And then this one, just get it right up to the edge as close as we can. Pull it over this way just a bit. Okay, very nice. And glue that baby down. Okay. Down we go, and then for this one. Get right up to the edges, get a good amount of glue. And down we go. Come right up to the edge. Very good. Okay. Nice. I like that. And like I said, I like the combination of the earth tones, like the browns and the beiges with the pink. I think it just looks really good together. And since we've got more brown on this particular pocket than we do pinks, we'll outline it with the pink. We'll use the Victorian Velvet to distress the edges. And I think that will balance those colors out pretty well. And then again, I'm going to bring in my little piece of paper here to get the lips of those pockets. And just distress those a little bit. Move it over and do the same with the next one. I like it. Isn't that nice? What do you guys think? Hmm? Put a little more right in there. Fill that space up. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Let me close that. Left it open. All right. What can we put on here? Now I gotta dig again. I don't have too much bird eye. Like I said, I want it to be feminine. I just don't have much stuff. It's amazing. Some little bows here. Maybe we can do some lace. Let me see here. Take this pin out. And I have this thin, but it's so delicate and so light and thin. I feel like it would get lost in that image on that digital. So let me look at this one. It's a little thicker and a little heavier. We can go, or maybe it would even look nice if we put it on the back of the page like that. Yeah, I think I'll put a piece right across the middle there. Let me cut that. Okay, get my glossy accents out. And I'm just run a strip of glue down the middle there. Lay that down. I can trim off those edges, no problem. Okay, and maybe put a little bow. That would look nice. Glue right there.